Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Don't play with it.
Gotta say a word, keep getting me what I'm looking for. I just gotta tell everybody, I don't wanna keep it on the low. Goddamn, I love I love goddamn, I love
See? Oh. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Bow, 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 bow. Back with your girl Q&E, pretty faded fatty. What it do? And
Clock it.
that part, baby. We is back, y'all. Back with your girls, the realest, the rawest, the realest for sure. We are tapping into Heart and Hustle Houston. No new friends was it. No new friends was it. I kind of liked that it started out because it ended with Ro and what's the girl name? Shaniqua getting into it or something like that.
Yeah, because Chloe brought her to the dinner because I don't know why she invited her, but why did this girl come to dinner acting like when you got to prove that you know somebody, guess what? You don't know them. Okay? No, and she coming with receipts and text messages. We worked together back in 2014. Maybe it's 2025. Who gonna remember somebody in my bag?
Who is coming with some text message from 12 years ago?
Baby, that was thirsty. And I don't know if you want a spot on this show. Is that's why you came in? Because that's what it was giving. But it was a little too strong. It was too much. And these girls had just kind of got together and started bonding on their own. So I don't even know why Chloe felt like she needed to invite anybody. And if you like her, it's okay to do one-on-one dinners. That's why people don't understand. We don't have to do them all together. It's okay to do a one-on-one dinner, baby girl, because that's your friend. You know her. Don't bring her into a big group of girls. That doesn't never work. And it didn't work.
No, but let's be clear. Latoya about her end, but Latoya said from the gate she don't know who she is, and that's where the conflict came in.
That girl don't remember her. She said we worked together. She said I remember us working together like I know of you. When somebody asks me about somebody, if you don't really know them, what you say is I know them. I know of them, but I don't really know them. That's what you gotta say. You can talk to them. How you know somebody?
If they was listening though, she invited her and then they was like, who is that? And she was like, to be honest, I really don't know who she is. She told them that she didn't know who she was. So I don't know why did Chloe invite her. I don't understand why she invited her back anyway too after that. It was a little too heated too for her to invite her back on this episode, but it was what it was, and I was glad that her and Ro was able to, at least respect each other's opinions and woo, because she definitely asked for a second chance, and Ro definitely was like, I'm on my, I don't know yet. So she definitely kept it raw and real. She didn't say like, oh yeah, I forgive you, let's be best friends tomorrow. She was like, let's just hold up and let's just play this one day at a time though, because I didn't deal with this type of girls, this type of guys. She'd have been shot at, robbed. When you done been through life like that, baby, you gotta get up, especially when you got a child. So it's her and her child. So she definitely gonna do what's in the best interest of her safety and her mental and her child's safety as well. So I felt that. I was glad that respectfully she just like respected the situation.
I'm glad that they did talk as grown women because I actually highlighted. I was like, grown women. I love that y'all sat down and talked. But the thing is, what people don't realize, and people be wanting so like, I'm gonna give you grace, but like, yo, like, you don't take too much from me because when you was trying to prove that you know somebody that act like they didn't know you, don't turn around and call me no bitch. You understand?
Yes.
Nah, that's not gonna work. It ain't gonna work. So no. So I feel like she was out, like you said, she came in too hot, and I'm glad y'all told each other story because y'all kind of actually had similar stories a little bit and went through some same things growing up. But I just feel like, I'm cool off of y'all. You ain't gotta like every damn body. You ain't gotta. Yeah, everybody ain't gotta be your friend. My mom told me that a long time ago. So since everybody know how you have to be your friend, then we cool with just hanging. Like, yo, if that's your homegirl, hang with her. That's cool. We don't
Yes.
It's okay to do 2 dinners. It's okay. I'm with that. Like, let's do a 101. Like, hey, what's up? Me and you could just go to dinner. It don't have to be a whole group of slang of people.
Yeah, I'm flexible, baby. Pull me. Which way you want to go today? Which way you want to go next week? I'm serious though. Like you said, I totally agree with that. It ain't that. You ain't gotta sit there uncomfortable with somebody you don't want to sit there with. We can do 1-on-ones. It can be comfortable as ever, me and you. If we real friends, we should be able to do that. So I get it. I get that part. She's trying a little too hard to not even fit in just to be on the scene, I think. I don't know what it is, but yeah, she giving off vibes to me for now. So I'm
Me
gonna
too.
hope it grow and let's see what tomorrow brings or next episode or next month and see where she at in the group at that point in time because I really don't like her attitude already anyway.
I don't either. So we're on the same page on that. Y'all, we've been having a lot of discussions. We talk on the phone all the time, and y'all be thinking we go back and forth, honey. We disagree, agree to all of the above. And I just kind of wanted to throw this back out about Chloe and her boyfriend. Um, and a little young gentleman that basically told her son need to move out and things like that. And we disagreed on some things about that situation, which again, I don't think nobody should come in anyone's house to direct them. And I don't feel like he did that. But I also blamed her, is what I was trying to tell E earlier. And yesterday when we talked just in general, I feel like the mother painted Nico, which is her son, into a bad light. Like I don't feel like you didn't tell the full story until you got with Labrina. Um, Ain't that her name? I think that's her name. Yeah. When you got with her, I feel like then you opened up. Then you kind of told her, your backstory. Like after my husband died, I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't raise my child, kids. Like my son had to do everything. So I feel like when you tell a story, and I get that he want to be a rapper, but I am with her. Like I'm just a person that has to have a plan A, B, and C. Like, and I get that you want the A to work all day. Everybody do, but just life happens and it'll hit you with a ton of damn bricks and then you drop down a C anyway. So hopefully you got that C plan.
Okay.
But I definitely think that she should have kind of gave more of the story and just realized like, cause she literally had to sit down with her son because I love that her homegirl had to let her know, like, forget trying to even talk about this man, but you need to sit down with your son. You need to have a whole live conversation with him because you painted him as a whole lot bum. All he do is stay in the basement. He don't talk to you no more because you dating a young guy. Nah, he didn't have his mother when he really needed her. One. And two, he had to take on some grown people experience with kids that he had no experience on. So you do got to give him a little grace. And I think at some point, I think anybody that probably loses somebody that close, your husband, your dad, like, any close relatives, I don't think nothing is wrong with counseling or even grieving counseling or some type of group type of counseling or something like that, because I feel like it may help. And I think they may have needed that, especially her, when you couldn't take care of your own 2 kids and your son had to step up. We know why he's been in your basement. We know why he's not doing anything. Like, I mean, but you also got to teach him how to be a man and realize he got to stand on his own 2 feet, and you're gonna have to work. And if this you need a plan B, even though plan A, you going to the studio tomorrow, in the morning, if you're gonna go at night, you need to be working in the morning. Then you can go to the studio at night. You gotta get your hustle on so you can get where you wanna be.
For sure. I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that fully.
So I definitely I blame the mom on that. I feel like because the boyfriend did come across a little hard, but I feel like that's men knowing, been through things, and you can tell he's not a bum, the boyfriend. You can tell he got a little business about himself or a little hustle, like working wise. You can tell he's a hard worker. He's going to handle business just looking at him. So I think he was coming from that point of view. But I think if he'd also knew, like, she couldn't even take care of her kids, that's why he's there. That would have been a whole different perspective on a conversation.
Right. And so yeah, I still stand by what I said then because like it reflected over to this week and I didn't know about the second part, but I still felt how I felt. At the end of the day, I actually do agree with you though that it is the woman's fault because we project information that we received, how we projected in the way it was given to her was because the story she had given, but then when she gave it back out to the guy that she has been enabling for 24 years, it came out like an attack. And so with that said, I think you got to know too when you get information what to do with it, how to use it, and if you use it or when you use it.
Right.
So, like, yeah, that's very important. So I'll just tap into that and say, like, yeah, we did have some disagreements, and like after hearing the story, we actually had more agreements than disagreements at the end. So, yeah, we definitely agree that that could have been said and all came out a different way from the beginning.
That part. Because
Yeah.
we know our parents talk shit about us all the time. Then they be in our face like praising you, loving you. Then next thing you know, you disrespect you. Like, hold on now, which one am I? Now, is I'm the get kids that you can count on, or I'm the disrespect? Like, parents just talk shit and they don't care what they say about you because they're your parents and they feel like they can say any and everything. So I just feel like, we all been through that. We all go through that. I mean, I don't care who you are. That's why I say everybody got shit with them. So, just, be grateful for your family, but just know that times, baby, love them from a distance and, make sure they straight and safe. And I'm going to ride behind you, but you can stay over there. I stay over here sometimes, or I'll call you next week. Yeah, it's okay. Things happen.
That part. And speaking of parents, Elena's mom came and visited. Okay, first of all, I love that Latoya has chosen to honor two of the women off of this show because they are two of the hardworking women, which is Elena, right?
Elena and Rose.
And I love that because those are two of the hardworking women. And like they said, Ro probably don't get that enough. Probably didn't know what it was until that day came. She's probably never been recognized. But at the end of the day, Elena works hard too. I can tell as a mom, as a person, as a everything. Um, we also tapped into this one of our situationships. I heard Elena say, like, despite of him cheating before they got married, she still said, "I do." Um,
And she wasn't over it. So that's what behooved me. And now you're trying to figure out after how long they've been together since high school, why it's not working. It didn't work before. I'm sorry. Like, it didn't work before. I don't
um,
want to got married to somebody that cheated on me right before we got married. Like, that's wow. He cheated during the engage. That's wow. That's the time you is so excited. Like, oh my God, you like, I can't wait to tell the world. I can't wait for everybody to see the
my
ring. And
husband, I'm about to be married. Like, yeah, that ain't. That's a vulnerable moment. That's like when you first have a baby. It's like a fragile thing in the beginning. Like, yeah. So if he already had disrespect that covenant and it wasn't a covenant, when you got a covenant, I don't know if you thought he can get better after we get married. Some people do. I don't know in their mind where they get that, where they think somebody gonna be better after they get married or after they have a baby. This is gonna be the same person.
that part, that
It's
part,
not,
they
it's
already
not
sleeping
worth
in two different rooms. It is over. What we say, break up. You can't go sleep in another room. I was with somebody, and guess what? When it was time to go to bed at 11 o'clock, babe, you ready? We
it.
going to bed together. We're not getting ready to sleep separate. We're not getting ready to no. 11 o'clock, good. You ready? Okay.
Yeah. He's on the couch. They're not even having sex. We had friends. Well, I mean, we've had both had friends or been through this ourselves. Sleep. He's sleeping on the couch. They're not having sex. They're not even barely communicating. They're just there. They're going through the motions of husband and wife without going through the real emotions, the real communication and work that it takes. Like, I can't imagine how lonely it could be and be married. I mean, I can because I see it. And that's the scary part. Because as lonely as I am right now, I'm not even don't feel lonely. Like I'm lonely because ain't nobody around. But I don't feel like I'm alone. And I feel fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody is here, but like I don't feel lonely. Like I don't. It's weird. So I don't know what people get this lonely thing because basically, if you with somebody that's not really with you, you're still alone.
Una.
until he decides or she decides to call or come by or get a little butt or I don't know. I don't know. Go on a date. I don't.
Girl, they not even dating. They just taking care of their son. I think they got a son or a daughter. I'm not really for sure. I think a son. Yeah, they just taking care of their kid and that's it. And yeah, that marriage is definitely going downhill. She's not really getting into more details, but they're preparing for a divorce, and we
Oh, she
just yeah.
definitely is. I think she definitely is. I noted that too. I said she's perfect because she's a beautiful girl and she's a strong girl. But you know what? It's hard to come out of a high school love, and not even just high school, but when people get in time, they that time. The more time, they just. I don't want to be went through all this for nothing. The time people be stuck on the time, but you got to realize too, life is short. You don't know when your time gonna be, so you want to do what hang out until like no, and then you leave everything to that person that's not your person. Like no, like let it go. Time, I'm sorry about the time you wasted, but that was your fault. That's why at a certain age you got to make certain decisions. Do I have 10 more years left to be in the little a playful? Oh, I'm gonna get married to you. I know if you gonna marry somebody and you done been in 5 serious relationships, 3 serious relationships, 2 serious relationships, you know if you really gonna marry that person or not. Like let's just keep it real. And some people gonna string you along regardless, but you know in your mind, is he gonna ask to marry? Is he gonna do he want to marry me or not? You know, you can look at yourself in the mirror and tell if you could be this man's wife or this man something to do every day or
I,
every.
I agree. Yeah, I think people like to stay in things and prolong it. And like you said, we used to, oh, we've been together for this long, and I don't want nobody else to benefit from. But I had seen something recently on Instagram, and a man said this. He was like, a man doesn't change for a woman. A man changed for himself for the woman who he want to be with. So we're like you said, we're waiting on them to change. We're waiting on them to do something different, but sometimes women just got to start making moves. And I mean, it's not easy, and everybody think because you say it, but it's almost, you have to be realistic with yourself, and you have to understand your husband hasn't touched you in 3 months. It's no way I can be in a sexless marriage. We need to be having sex every other day. And if not every other day, like you need to wake me up in the morning. What's up, boo? Hey, like before, don't wake me up too early for my alarm, but give me a little, I get a little yarn. That's when you can go ahead, what I'm saying, make your move. But it can't be no 3 months. We don't sleep in the same room. Y'all marriage is over.
We're not talking. We're not in the same room. We're not sexing, and we young. So 20 years from now, what do they look like? No, it's had to be some communication for things to work. And like you, I understand making a mistake while you're young, but at the end of the day, you're not young anymore. It's time to put your big girl panties on, big boy drawers on, whatever you got to do, and just make some moves. Because nobody want to be miserable their whole life. Somebody will get her. You know what I mean?
Hold on, but I fought her though, because if you forgave him after he cheated, you should have moved on, unless he was still giving you the same behavior. So if you saying he has never cheated while y'all got married, since y'all been married this long time, then at some point, to me, I think it's abuse for you to continue to bring it up or to continue to weaponize me with that. If you wasn't okay with that, that's your damn fault by saying yes, because you knew he cheated before you went to the damn altar. So I feel like at this point, I can't even be on her side, because you should have got over it. And I ain't telling you how long to get over it. Everybody get over things differently. But I'm telling you, once you forgive somebody, men and women, please do not take abuse. When somebody feel like we get in an argument, you want to bring up what I did, what you feel like. No, that's abuse. You understand? That's what I call abuse. I don't care how you slice and dice that shit. You're not going to keep weaponizing my ass because you feel like you didn't do your job and I had to go find somebody else to do it. Okay? So did you want to move on, or we're going to quit? We're not going to keep bringing it up. I allowed somebody to do that shit for so long. And then at some point I came to realization, like, hold on, listen, Linda, listen.
Mm.
As of today, you can't bring that shit up again, or we're done. or you're gonna get cussed out one. Either one of the two, because you decide to continue to be with me. You continue to goddamn be in my face. You want me in your company. You don't want me without. You still call every day. So guess what? You decided to stay. It's time to move on. She needs to move on. And clearly it sounds like when she was talking to her mom that she couldn't get over it. But y'all don't been married even how long ago since y'all been together how long after that since y'all got married? Oh, okay then, ma'am. I don't have no sympathy for you. So, and he's okay looking. I don't think he all that, and I think she's okay looking too. She's not all that as well. I think they both nice looking people. I will say that.
They are. They would look good if they was actually a power couple. They would look good together.
Good, because the height and okay, got it. But again, I'm gonna need her to move the hell on, and if not, move the hell out or move him out, because I'm not leaving my house. So I'll go ahead and make him move out. But we wanted to go in the kitchen. This is our new show, y'all. It's on and come on Saturdays at 9:00. Y'all gotta catch it. I'm telling you, it's the real deal, Holyfield, and we're gonna keep you updated. So if you tap in, subscribe, like, make sure y'all hit the actual bell too, so you can get notifications, because we on here.
Yeah, so we want to hear what y'all gotta say. Question, comments, concern, pretty paid and petty, Q&E. Definitely link, subscribe, and let us know what's going on. Hit the bell, like she say, ding dong. Y'all know what it do. Q&E.
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Don't play with it.
Gotta say a word, keep getting me what I'm looking for. I just gotta tell everybody, I don't wanna keep it on the low. Goddamn, I love